Okay, what if I told you that you can't believe your own eyes anymore? Seriously, that a video you see of a world leader, a celebrity, or hey, even someone in your own family could be a complete and total fabrication. Nope, this isn't some sci-fi movie plot. This is the world of deepfakes, where seeing is no longer believing. So let's dive into how this tech is literally changing reality as we know it. You probably remember those videos of Tom Cruise doing magic tricks that went absolutely viral, right? I mean, millions of us watched them, and for a second, we were completely fooled. But here's the thing. That wasn't Tom Cruise. It was a digital mask, an unbelievably realistic illusion powered by artificial intelligence. And the face you're looking at right now, same idea. It looks 100% human, but it was generated entirely by a computer. For the longest time, this kind of visual effect was strictly the domain of Hollywood blockbusters. But that's all changing. The tools that create these synthetic videos, they're moving out of those big-budget studios and landing right in our social media feeds. And the crazy part is, you've likely already bumped into a deepfake without even knowing it. Could be a parody of a politician saying something outrageous, or a viral clip of a CEO making a shocking confession. Or maybe it's an actor who seems to be starring in a new role even though they passed away years ago. These fakes are getting more and more convincing, and they are everywhere. The whole thing feels like some kind of digital wizardry, doesn't it? But it's not magic. It's a very specific and honestly fascinating kind of AI. So the big question is, how on earth does a machine learn to lie so convincingly? All right, so let's get into how deepfakes actually work. The secret is this really cool concept. It's basically a digital duel, a showdown between two competing AIs. The easiest way to think about it is an AI forger versus an AI detective. Now, the official name for this system is a generative adversarial network, or just GAN for short. And the name really says it all. You've got one AI, the generator, and its only job is to create fakes. Then you have another AI, the discriminator, and its only job is to get better and better at spotting those fakes. They are adversaries, and it's their constant competition that makes the magic happen. So here's how that plays out. It's this incredible feedback loop. At first, the forger AI makes a really clumsy, obvious fake. The detective AI spots it right away and basically sends back notes saying, nope, that's wrong, and here's why. The forger takes that feedback, learns from it, and tries again. Now imagine this cycle repeating millions of times. With every single attempt, the fakes get a little bit better, until they're so good they can even fool the expert detective AI. So here's the key takeaway. The reason these fakes become so hyper-realistic is precisely because there's another AI whose entire existence is dedicated to calling them out. It's just this relentless cycle of self-improvement, a high-speed digital arms race happening inside a computer, all to create the perfect illusion. But, like any really powerful tool, this technology is a classic double-edged sword. It has the potential for some absolutely incredible creativity, but also for some really profound, dangerous deception. Let's look at the two very different faces of synthetic media. And the contrast here is pretty stark. I mean, on the one hand, just imagine movies being perfectly dubbed into any language so the actors' lips match the new words flawlessly. Or think about documentaries where historical figures are brought back to life to tell their own stories. But on the other hand, imagine a fake video of a political candidate confessing to a crime just days before an election, or a scammer using a deep fake of your boss's voice to get you to wire thousands of dollars. It's the exact same technology powering both of these scenarios. And while we talk a lot about the potential for political chaos and big scams, the most common and immediate harm is actually way more personal. A 2019 report found that an absolutely overwhelming majority, an estimated 96% of all deepfake content online, was non-consensual pornography, and it almost exclusively targets women. So this isn't some future problem we need to worry about. It's a devastating reality for people right now. All of this leads us to a much bigger, much more fundamental question. When any video can be faked convincingly, what does that do to our shared idea of truth? How do we even begin to navigate a world where we can't always trust what we see? Maybe the single greatest danger here isn't even the fake videos themselves. It's something researchers call the liar's dividend. And it's this chilling side effect where because we all know fakes exist, it becomes super easy for someone to dismiss a real incriminating video. Just imagine a CEO is caught on tape admitting to fraud. Their defense? Simple. It's a deepfake. And just like that, real, hard evidence becomes just another opinion. And accountability, well, it just evaporates. But it's not all doom and gloom. People are fighting back. Just like that arms race between the forger and detective AIs, there's another one happening in the real world, between the people making deepfakes and the engineers building tools to detect them. Researchers are working on things like digital watermarks to certify that a video is authentic, and there are growing calls for new laws to penalize malicious fakes. But in the end, one of our best defenses is going to be our own critical thinking. This quote really just crystallizes the whole challenge, doesn't it? For all of human history, seeing was believing. A photo, a video, that was a record of something that actually happened. We are now walking into an era where that fundamental assumption is breaking down. Our very senses can now be hacked. And that leaves us with the most important question of all. As this technology gets better and becomes a bigger part of our lives, the line between what's real and what's fake is just going to keep blurring. And we're going to have to decide on a new foundation for what we consider truth. So, what will it be? What do we trust when we can no longer trust our own eyes?